time. So, About Love as a story is written by Anton Chekhov. And before talking about the story, even last day, and here we are watching one picture. Though last day we also discussed about this picture. Here two person are here, one is boy and another is girl, and appearance of these two person looks that they are loving each other. So that thing we can imagine from this picture. Another thing, as last day we discussed that this story called About Love is written by Anton Chekhov, and this Anton Chekhov as the writer of this story was one of the Russian dramatist and short story writer who was born in 1860 and died in 1904 in Russia or in USSR. And this Anton Chekhov wrote hundreds of short stories, or many more stories were written by Anton Chekhov, or writer of this story. He also wrote one novel, and many more dramas were written by Anton Chekhov. Not only that, his stories and dramas are philosophical in nature. His stories are totally based on our real life. Whatever the reality of our life or human life, that things are the part of the story of Anton Chekhov. That's why Anton Chekhov is one of the famous Russian dramatist and Russian story writer. Some of his stories talk about love, or most of the stories of Anton Chekhov are about love, and this present story which we are reading, this story is also about love, because even the name of the story itself is about love. But here we will see there is a love between married lady and unmarried boy. That is the main thing of this story. And in the picture you can see, this is the picture of Anton Chekhov, who believes that it is a big happiness to love and be loved, or love is essential part of human life. That is said by Anton Chekhov even in this story and in his real life as well. That's why this Anton Chekhov is one of the famous story writer and dramatist as well. Now, even last day we discussed that it is a story of young married lady. So in the story, one married lady is Anna, who falls in love with unmarried man. Anna, who is unmarried lady, who falls in love with one unmarried man, but their love remains unexpressed. So, though they are loving each other, one unmarried lady is loving to a married lady is loving to unmarried man. However, their love is unexpressed love because they can't express themselves. It is the story uh, of love which shows that love is not bounded by any marital relationship. Love is not bounded by any marital relationship. It can be done at any time, at any person, at any moment, and at any period of life. secretly. So even that thing we have already discussed last day. So love is not bounded by any relationship, basically marital relationship. It can be done between husband and wife. It can be done with any other person. It can be done at any moment. It can be done not only in the young age, but even at the old age, love can be done. That is also shown in this story. But one thing is that love can grow sacred, doesn't need any type of verbal communication. So without
Professor,
in the story, as just we have discussed that love can be done without any verbal communication, or love can grow secretly without any verbal communication. So a strong feeling of love can emerge. A strong feeling of love can emerge in any form of life. In any form of life, love can emerge. And but whenever love can emerge, then so it happens in a secret way, but slowly and gradually it become known to public, or people can understand that there is a love between this boy and that girl. So love is always, it become public. So this thing, as even last day we discussed, now even we have discussed about the character, and you are very very familiar with the character of this story. As you know that Elohim, who is the main character and the narrator of this story, and another major character of this story is Anna. Anna, who is the female character, who is very very beautiful woman, who is one of the married lady, and Anna is the wife of Luzanovic, and who is the beloved of Elohim. Another character, Luzanovic, as just we have discussed, that Luzanovic, who is the husband of Anna, and Luzanovic, who is the friend of Elohim. So Elohim and Luzanovic, they are the friend. So these three are the major character of this story. Elohim, Anna, Luzanovic, they are the major character of this story. And other minor characters are here, Nicanor and Pelagia. Nicanor and Pelagia, who are servant, who are cook in the house of Elohim. But Nicanor, who is one of the religious type of person, Nicanor is one of the religious type of person who lives in the house of Elohim with Pelagia, with him or with her, or there is a love affair between Nicanor and Pelagia as well. But these two persons are two types of person. Nicanor, who is a religious type of person who doesn't want to live with any girl or any woman, without getting married. But Pelagia, who is one of the lusty women, who wants to live with Nicanor without getting married. So in this way, Nicanor is different from Pelagia. But these two characters, Nicanor and Pelagias, are minor character of this story. Another character, one university girl is here, and this university girl to whom Elohim used to love whenever Elohim was at university. Whenever Elohim was a student at the university, at that time, Elohim used to love with a girl whose name is not given here, only university girl is there. Another minor character of this story is Birkin and Ivan is there. So Ivan and Birkin are another character of this story, but even they are not major character, they are minor character. But they are friends of Elohim. In this way, here in the story, you can see 8 characters are here. 8 characters are here, but among them, 3 are major characters and 5 are minor characters. So I hope you have understood about the character, what type of character, who are that all thing. I hope you have understood. Even in a summary, as here on the slide you can see here, Elohim, who is the narrator of the story, one bachelor is here, one married person is here. He is university graduate, lived in Sofiano, which is the name of the village where Elohim is living, working laboriously in his farm. So he is the son of one of the farmers. That's why he is working in the farm with his servant. Another character, as just we have talked, Nicanor, who is one of the male servant, who is cook, who is a religious type of person, but he is loving with a girl called Legia. And Legia, who is the female character, female servant in the house of Elohim, who loves with Nicanor. And as I have said you, these 2 characters are 2 types of person. These 2 characters belongs to lower graded person. They are inferior class of person because both are servant. Both are servant in the house of Elohim. That's why they belong to lower graded person. However, there is a love affair between Nicanor and Pelagia. Another character, as just we have talked, main character Anna, who is married lady, and her husband is there, whose name is Luzan. So they are the characters. So I hope you have fully understood the story. Now try to understand what happens in the story. So in this story called About Love, as I have just said you, that this story is written by Russian dramatist and short story writer Anton Chekhov. And Anton Chekhov in this story has presented 3 love story. In this story, you will learn that, you will study that 3 love stories are presented. And through these 3 love story, the story writer has presented or proved that love is not bounded by any marital relationship. So, what are the 3 love story in the story that let's try to understand? So, the first story is the love affair between the 2 servants or between Pelagia and Nicanor. They are also loving each other, but as I have just said you that they are servants. They are servant in the house of Elohim. However, they are loving each other. But one thing is that, as I have said you, these two-person belongs to two type of person. They are, one is a religious person, another is lusty person. One religious, or the Nicanor, who is the male servant, who is a religious type of person, who wants to live with Pelagia, but without getting married with Pelagia, Nicanor doesn't like to live with her. But Pelagia, who is female character, who also loves Nicanor, wants to live with Nicanor without getting married. In this way, these two persons are two different types of person. So the story starts with the description of the love affair between Nicanor and Pelagia in the house of Elohim. His two friends are there. At the starting of the story, you can see Elohim two friends are there. These two friends are Barking and Ivan, as just we have talked. They are in the house of Elohim, and they are the house of the Elohim, and they are having breakfast. They are taking breakfast, and whenever they are taking breakfast, then they are talking about love affair. So Elohim tells the story about Nicanor and Pelagia. And as you have seen, as you have studied, Nicanor and Pelagia are loving each other, but they are servant, they are cook. However, they are two different types of person. So as you can see, Elohim told about the violent love affair between his two servants, Nicanor and Pelagia. So according to narrator, Pelagia did not want to marry Nicanor, but she was ready to live with him just so. So Pelagia did not want to marry with Nicanor, but she wants to live with him. So that is the thing. On the other hand, Nicanor couldn't stay with her before getting married because, as I've said you, Nicanor is a religious type of person. In this way, there is a love affair between Nicanor and Pelagia. Elohim says that love is hindrance. Love is a big part of dissatisfaction and irritation. So, in this first love story, as we have just talked, the love between Nicanor and Pelagia, this love story is also told by Elohim to his friend called Barkin and Ivan. Another story, there is a love affair between Elohim and one university girl. So whenever Elohim was at the university, whenever Elohim was at college, even at that time, Elohim used to love with one girl, one university girl, and that university girl was also one of the great university girl that who wants to get the money of Elohim, who was not loving him in the core of heart. She was loving him only to get some benefit from Elohim. So this is the, or these are the two love story. One love story, as just we have talked, between Nicanor and Pelagia. Another love story, that was the Elohim's love story whenever Elohim was at college. Now, at the end of this paragraph, you can see Elohim says that love is hindrance, love is irritation, love is big part of dissatisfaction. So love is big part of dissatisfaction and irritation. This is the thought of Elohim. Or according to Elohim, love is hindrance, love is obstacle, love is disturbance, love is dissatisfaction, and it is irritation. Said by Elohim. That's why, or to prove that thing, to prove that love is irritation, love is dissatisfaction, and it is a big part of dissatisfaction, Elohim tells his own story. So now actual story is started. So try to understand it clear. So Elohim, as I have said you, had to work hard at Sofiano to pay off his debt as his father had spent a lot of money on education by maturing the land. As I have said you that Elohim is the son of one of the farmer. That's why he has land, but he is one of the graduate person. He has done a bachelor degree, but without getting any job. He did not get any job. That's why he is at his village. He is at his village working in the farm with his servant because he has not got any job, and his father has spent lots of money whenever Elohim used to take education. So here Elohim has to pay the loan. Elohim has to pay the loan because whenever Elohim was at the university, Elohim was at the college, his father used to spend money in his education. But now, even Elohim hasn't got any job. That's why he is working in his farm, though he is or he was a landlord. So Elohim was a landlord. That's why he has different pieces of land, and he is working in the farm to pay the loan. But what has happened many years before, many years ago, whenever Elohim was working in his farm, he became or he went into the city, and when he went into the city, then he was elected. He was elected as the honorary justice. He was elected as a justice in the court or in adalat. In adalat, he was elected as an honorary justice for peace, and sometimes he had to go to town to participate into court session. So, whenever Elohim visited in the city, he was elected as a justice, as a justice of the court, justice for peace. That's why, in the course of his job, in the course of this honorary justice, he has to visit into the city. So now, whenever Elohim had been elected, Elohim चाहिँ एउटा अदालतमा जस्टिसको रूपमा ऊ चाहिँ चयन भए. After that, he has to visit into the town different times. So whenever he was in the city, he unexpectedly he meet with one of the friend whose name was Luzanovic. With Luzanovic, this person Elohim meet in the town, and this Luzanovic invited him for dinner. Luzanovic invited Elohim for dinner. There he was very much attached by the young and beautiful lady called Anna. So on the invitation of Luzanovic, Elohim visited in the house of his friend called Luzanovic. Whenever Elohim visited in the house of Luzanovic, he met with one lady called one beautiful lady called Anna, who was the wife of Luzanovic. So on the first meeting, Anna meet with Elohim and Elohim meet with Anna. The love started here. They start loving each other, and after that, on that night, they or Elohim spent in the house of Luzanovic, where Elohim was respected, Elohim was welcomed in the core of their heart. In the later days, and after that, whenever Elohim returned back from the town, or returned back from the house of Anna. Even in his house, even in his village, Elohim starts seeing Anna's picture. Though Elohim is in his village, but he is seeing the picture of Anna, how she used to tell, how she used to speak, what type of activity she used to do, that all things now is seen by Elohim whenever he is in his village. And same thing happened even to Anna. Though Anna is in the city in her own house, but now Anna start thinking about Elohim. The picture of Elohim starts coming in the mind of Anna. Whenever Anna is her at home, then she is only thinking about Elohim. She has totally forgotten about her husband. In this way, time has passed. And as I've just said you here, Elohim is only thinking about Anna, and Anna is also thinking about Elohim. So time is passing in this way. So after some month, again, Elohim visited in the city. Elohim again visited in the town, but how he can visit in the house of Anna? That was the problem. So Elohim visited in the theater only to meet with Anna. So even by chance, Elohim meet with Anna in the theater or in the cinema hall. So in the cinema hall, both Elohim was there, Anna was there, and they were watching theater. They were watching film, and they are sitting in the cinema hall, in the theater, as if they are husband and wife. But whenever they come out of the cinema or the theater, they went into their own house. After that, even they start thinking about each other. Elohim is thinking about Anna. Anna is thinking about Elohim, but they are unable to express their love. They are unable to tell each other that one is loving to other or other is loving to one. They can't express. So they hid their feeling, because even they think that if they express their love, even they think, Anna thinks that she has to get married with Elohim. Why she has got married with Luzanovic? God has made some type of mistake in her life. In the same way, Elohim was also thinking God has made mistake. That's why Elohim, what Anna has got married with Luzanovic. Anna has to get married with Elohim. That was the thinking of Elohim. In this way, they are loving very much. Even we have very less time. Even so, as they are loving each other, but they can't express their love. So slowly and gradually, Anna becomes the patient of mental sickness. Anna becomes the patient of mental sickness, and she has to cheat. So she has to visit into another city for treatment. City, the name of city is Crimea. So she visited in, or she is going to Crimea. That is the name of the city for treatment. So even very less time we have. So do you have any question? The story is not completed today. So tomorrow we will talk further. So any question do you have? You can ask me. Anyone?
सर हिंड्रेंस होने को
हिंडरेंस बने को बाधा, बाधा, अड़चन, डिस्टर्बेंस. तो
अनि
यो
सर
कथा
मोटिगेज
आज
भनेको
हाम्रो मोटिभेट
सर मोटिगेज
बनेको चाहिँ के भन्ने
सर मोटिगेज
moderate. Moderate means Uh,